I've heard about it, and normally when some people are traveling outside, they do transit, and sometimes they end in Ethiopia. So I know.
That's all. They didn't tell you Ethiopian girls are very, very beautiful.
No, but
Go to Ethiopia, give it a trial.
I won't bother attempting it. There's no need to recommend it because I won't bother attempting it. Why in the world would I eat raw food when there is fire? Even if you grill it, I'll take. But then raw, Debbie. Mean.
He took Ethiopia to a very high standard that I don't think any of their presidents have done so far.
So I have met a Ghanaian, and you know, definitely I have stayed in this country for a long time, and I'd love to hear what people have to say about this amazing, amazing country. So apart from Kenya, which other country do you know in East Africa?
East Africa, why not say West Africa? West Africa, yes, I can tell you Nigeria because I've lived there and I know the people too well, right? But East Africa, where else? Maybe South Africa. I'll say Zimbabwe because yes, I have friends in Zimbabwe. Yeah, but East Africa, maybe I'll have to look for one. I have to be intentional about it.
Okay, before I even tell you about East African countries, Nigeria is in West Africa, South Africa and Zimbabwe are in Southern Africa. And actually, I wanted to ask you about Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, hey, what can I say about Ethiopia? Apart from the fact that I think Ethiopia, yes, they were not colonized, right? Yes, I know they were not colonized, and I know that they are now in 2017, right? Yes, I know they are now in 2017, and I really enjoyed the story I had about them using their animals as their weapon of warfare. I mean, taking full. In fact, I never thought any African country could train animals so well that they could control even lions, and as wild as we see them, control them to be able to, I mean, outcompete the Italians who tried to invade them at the time. So, I mean, it's a great place to want to be anyway.
Okay, that's nice. That's you know, a handful of Ethiopia. Did you know that Ethiopians do it? This is inspired by the story you just shared about the colonization, the independence winning, and not being colonized. Did you know that Ethiopians eat raw meat, and would you eat raw meat?
Wow. How the hell will I know? Well, I don't know. I'm not aware they eat raw meat. How will it even taste in the first place?
I can tell you about it. So it started while the war was going on. They would not want to light fire so that you can't see smoke basically. So they would slaughter the animal, and it became a culture to eat raw meat. I have tried, and
How did it go?
pardon?
How did it go?
It was a good experience. Like, I love to experience, and
Did
so
it go down? As in, like when you tried, as in, did it settle well in your stomach? Or
it did. There was no stomach issues, and I recommend if you go to Ethiopia, give it a trial.
I won't bother attempting it. There's no need to recommend it because I won't bother attempting it. Why in the world would I eat raw food when there is fire? Even if you grill it, I'll take. But then raw, Debbie, Mindy, I won't eat.
What is a crazy food that you think people think is crazy but is normal in Ghana or Nigeria that you'd recommend I try?
Yeah, many. As for when I came to Ghana first, right? When I take beans and soak gari with it, with fish head, my Ghanaian friends and brothers be like, "Guy, what's up? What are you eating? What is this?"
Yeah.
You know, but the truth of the matter is, it's a very palatable meal in Nigeria, and it's a common food. When we have beans, we don't. It's like the Ghanaians will do. They'll pour the gari inside the beans and mix it. Nigerians don't have time for that. They have to prepare gari and sugar and milk to eat the beans. So it's something that people see to be weird in Ghana, but it's actually nice. It's very, very nice. And another thing too, in Ghana, when a Nigerian see you carry kobe or momoni, it feels like, what kind of rubbish is this? Because of the smell. But it's a nice recipe, and in fact, it's a good flavor for soup and for food. And apart from that, it's tasty. You know, so yeah, these are the variations from both sides.
Okay, wow, amazing. We've gotten to learn about Nigeria, about Ghanaians, about Ethiopia, about Kenya. Thank you very much.
All right.
I like to ask people about this country. It's called, do you know any other country in East Africa?
I believe Ethiopia is in Eastern Africa. Yeah.
So, what do you know about Ethiopia?
I know the King Haile Selassie
What
is
about him?
one of the greatest Africa has ever had, and I think he took Ethiopia to a very high standard that I don't think any of their presidents have done so far. Yeah, and that's what I know about Ethiopia.
Okay, so I'm keen to know. Let me educate you one thing. Have you heard about Injera?
Injera, no.
Injera is Ethiopian's main food, and I like to just share people's culture. And it's very delicious, and you have to eat as many people. On the same note, what is Ghanaian food that you would tell me for sure I have to try?
You know, when you come to Ghana, our food culture is so vast that it is very hard for someone to tell you, go and try this one and it's the best. Because for me, my dad is a Voltarian, and if you come to the Volta, there are so much variety of food that I can't give you one to try. But taking Ghana as a whole, and my mom too is a Fanti, and if you go to the Fanti people too, they have their varieties of food. Now, if you come to Ghana as a country, we all love fufu. Yes, we love fufu. Yes, so I would say that if nothing at all, you should try fufu. But on the other hand, you can try abetie, you can try eto, you can try. There's so much, and they are all very delicious. Yes, so you can try fufu.
Do you know any other country in East Africa apart from Kenya?
Oh, Sierra Leone,
East Africa.
East Africa. Oh, but nah, I don't know anything about East Africa.
Okay, so where is Kenya?
Kenya is Nairobi. Is it Africa? It's an African country. It's a West African country. Yeah.
So Kenya is actually an East African country. In the West African country, that's where you find Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and all others. So I can introduce you to one other East African country. It's called no. Namibia is in the southern part of Africa. So Ethiopia is in East Africa. What have you heard about Ethiopia? What do you know about Ethiopia? Have you ever heard of Ethiopia?
Ethiopia, their capital is Addis Ababa.
Oh, smart.
Yeah. The only thing I know is that I've heard about it, and normally when some people are traveling outside, they do transit, and sometimes they end in Ethiopia. So I know.
That's all. They didn't tell you Ethiopian girls are very, very beautiful.
No, but I know they are beautiful.
Okay, thank you very much. It was nice being here. Where can people follow you on socials?
Okay, on Facebook I'm Irama Sakakesen. Yeah, on TikTok too I'm Iroma029. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Whew, that's been us.